What's up, y'all? This is gonna be Tampa Bay Aightping versus Llama 4 Timers, Equidistant 8A team. Looks like Hanus Anus is going to the bathroom, and then we'll get things started. Maps are gonna be Atomic and Market. Let me just get a tree. I'm really hoping that my internet does a little bit better tonight than it did last night. I think it should be fine. I was pubbing earlier and it's okay. Should be a really fun game. Obviously, Land Before Timers are a lot of fun to watch. Streamed a bunch of games of theirs this season, and they're just, I mean, controversies aside, they're just incredibly fun to watch. They're dynamic, particularly on offense, obviously. It'll be fun to see AK-47 and Fender playing together for the first time since the bands began. Then, hold on. Then, on the other side, Tampa Bay Aightping, who had a very rough start to the season, but they made a couple trades, picked up the Indian in free agency, and turned their season around, moving Hanasanis, who's playing his old cabbage, back to defense. Looking at the lineup, I'm guessing it's going to be the Indian and Active on offense together, and Hanasanis and Quib on defense. Which, I would not like to hear those comms. And unfortunately for myself and you, we've agreed to do some listening, so. Alright, we've launched. Starting game 1, I do not know which map we're starting on. The maps will be Atomic and Market. Can't remember if I said that already. Don't know who's red and who's blue on which maps. Don't know which one's 1357, which one's 246. Find out very shortly. Alright, it's going to be Atomic 1357 with Tampa Bay Aightping blue. And Land Before Timer's red. And the Indian is apparently in a pub.
3, 2.
Here we go. They've decided not to go back to group, so here we go. Darsh thinking about a grab. Not gonna take it. Fender boosting straight down. Neither team able to get a grab in the first 20 or so seconds. Active now. Darsh gonna flaccid. Fender with a nice grab. He's got a chance to be past 3. He's going to cap this really early. 30 seconds in, 1-0 Land Before Timers. But Heinous is out. See if he can get past Incognito, who is Linux. Flaccid comes in, but Fender's there on the bomb to send him backwards. They've got both ahead. He's got a lot of work to do, and he's going to back out now and get tracked down by Fender. AK was playing anti, and he's going to allow a grab, but gets the return on the Indian. Now, Linux makes a move on Heinous with the assistance of the block by Fender. Quib misses badly on the snipe. Now, Linux coming in, the blocks aren't quite there as Active's able to sneak around, get the return, but Fender, that juke juice from Heinous, gets in his way. Now, AK being chased by 2 juke juices, never fun. Darsh boosts into a spike. Quib, though, is bad bomb from Cognito. Or bad boost, rather. Allowing Quib past 3, but they're able to catch up. Darsh now looking for the bomb to spawn. It's not going to spawn yet. He's going to back out now. The Indian blocks the boost, but Linux gets him. AK bounces off of Quib, but not able to get past Hanasanis, so still 1-0. Another round of pups going to be spawning in about 5 seconds. Darsh now looking to use the pups as a distraction, but Linux keeping good position to keep the contain and win the pup, and it's actually a sweep for Land Before Timers, but unfortunately for them, 2 rollings, and AK unable to make a move. But I'm not sure what happened there with Linux, but he was able to get out undefused somehow. Quib able to defuse him, and Linux will now back out. The bomb from Active, gonna kill whoever that was. AK, I think. Sorry if I'm really inconsistent with names. I just, there are a bunch of players in here who have played by other names and call them what I know them by. for the most part, unless I don't, in which case, you'll figure it out. You big boys and girls. I see you, Wassa. 2 tag pros now for Land Before Timers. The Indian's gonna have to go big. And oh wow, Heinous with the Diffusal and Quib forces the Flaccid. That was a big play by Heinous Anus. Diffusing his Rolling Bomb to get the return and blow both tag pros out of the way. And allowing Quib with the good anti to just clear out the base for the Indian. Now AK coming in, Quib's gonna grab, stays alive long enough to allow Darsh to get the return. The Indian now gonna be past 2.5. Returns a cat for a moment, but McBooty Fender is not near dying. Just sitting behind a spike right now, gonna head for the boost. Darsh has no tools to work with here. Looking for the kiss, doesn't really get it. Well, doesn't get it at all. Heinous somehow gonna stay alive. Weaving around that spike using the Diffusal. Heinous, of course, started the season playing offense. Ended up moving back to his more standard position. Oh, he was looking for the split there. Would have been sick. Oh, and he gets juked out badly by Linux, but ends up catching up. AK trying to come in, gonna juke Heinous. Oop, looks like my internet is kind of fucking up again. Pups are spawning. Linux able to get the return, and they've got a tag pro. He's killed the regrab, but Quib gonna be passed a bunch as everybody's spawning. Fender getting off smartly to get that return with his juke juice, but Heinous able to get out, and the tag pro from Cognito spikes itself. So pass. I don't know. Oh no, Heinous walks into a spike. Very unfortunate, but they had people ahead. I don't know, I'm not really cheering for anyone per se. There are people I like on both of these teams, so I always like a good underdog, so I'd have to say, gun to my head, Tampa Bay, but I'm not going to be upset one way or the other. Adarsh missing a snipe. Heinous gets tracked down with his juke juice, but Cognito misses the snipe, and that's going to be a cap as AK played anti and Cognito got the solo. So 2-1. 3 minutes to go in this first game. Remember, there are no halves. Fender going to be out. These are just a series of best of 7 10-minute games. Not that anybody doesn't know that at this point, but AK gonna boost around. Everybody's gonna die with a bad bomb, forcing 2 to grab. That's gonna allow a third cap for Land Before Timers as Fender's gonna go back, pick up a juke juice. Heinous does have a tag pro. And active, Adarsh able to juke out AK-47 with his juke juice, not able to get the split though. That tag pro is going to be out any second now, and they are not able to communicate at all what they want to do, as they just kind of ended up pushing into each other for a while. Shandor says he's cheering for Fender under 2 minutes of hold. The Indian coming in, and Fender with some questionable OD. Pushing out when I think he should have tried to push back against the blocker a little bit more and held his ground, but in any case, pushes out, gets juked, and it's a one-cap game again with 2 minutes to go and another round of pup spawning. Heinous able to get the return. Quib spawns very close to Fender, but on the wrong side from the Tampa Bay perspective. Heinous with another tag pro. Let's see what this Incognito is just going to win a rolling bomb. Adarsh being patient, staying alive, gets a pretty lucky bomb spawn. But he's probably going to get tracked down here. He does, and I'm not really sure what happened on the other side of the map, but apparently Tampa Bay didn't have Ree. See if Adarsh can get this solo in timely fashion. He cannot. Gonna get the snipe, and oh, I think he hesitated on that block. I think he could have had that, but it's gonna be a cap the other way unless Quib can do something big. He tries to use the bomb, but no luck. So now, all of a sudden, from a 1-cap game to a 3-cap game in less than a minute. So this is looking awfully good for Land Before Timers. Fender coming in, jukes Quib, but not able to get around the contain. AK gonna juke Adarsh. He's not gonna wait for the pop. Gonna snipe ahead, not gonna hit it, and I guess very similar thing to what happened on the other end of the map with Fender. Heinous just kind of pushing out where I don't really think he needed to. Now, chance for tag pro lead, but Quib hits the clutch bomb snipe. Gonna force Fender to go flag pro. Gonna get returned, but 30 seconds to go. It's basically academic as Adarsh coming in. There's 2 blockers. AK pushes out well this time. Pass. Gigi Hobb is on vacation. He's not gonna be here.
3, 2.
As that's gonna wrap it up for the first game. Land Before Timers winning 6-2. 23 pops for Adarsh on only 16 grabs, so a lot of non-drop pops. Cognito on the other end with Pi prevent, 20 returns, 23 tags. I didn't have time to properly set up the scoreboard for playoffs. I completely forgot that the format was different. So, no fancy colors and shit. Just numbers. Deal with it. I wish I could take credit for it, Jenny. I literally just went on YouTube and searched for non-copyrighted music. I think I searched non-copyrighted chill music playlist. Sass is in the group, but Heinous was hinting on Reddit that he might be making a lineup change, so I'm guessing it's Quib for Sass. Not entirely sure why, but I'm guessing there's some story behind that. I forgot to do a listening. Oh well. Plenty of time. God, Market looks so fucking stupid on stream. It's just like half my screen is just black. Watch.
1.
Sass played O last week. What's the harder transition for a competitive player, O to D or D to O? I don't know. I would say O to D. Just because, I don't know, every defender can carry the flag pretty well. You know, like, there's nobody... I don't have game sense. Fender with a nice juke. There's no offender who can't... Or, sorry, there's no defender who can't juke. The issue tends to be more about decision-making as Fender trying to come in. Gonna get a nice juke off the 45, but nothing doing. I'll refresh when I get a chance. As Adarsh coming in, Fender gonna get the grab, get out to end the chance. Now, Cognito gets the return. See the boost block, not quite effective, and that's going to be a reset for both teams. Although, actually, AK's out with pup spawning, and this is going to be a cap. As Heinous was going for the pup, didn't get regrab, but they do get a tag pro out of it. But yeah, I mean, I think D to O, it's more about just learning, you know, how to make the right decisions. I find defenders trap themselves with the flag a lot, which, you know, ideally an offender knows how to avoid those situations in the first place. But, you know, you've got the basic skills required. I think O to D, you have to think about the game in a fundamentally different way. Indian, not out. Let me get the refresh in. Okay, doesn't look like I missed anything. Fender not quite able to get that pup, but Linux using the rolling bomb line defense very well. 2-0. Darsh trying to juke out McFender. Put some nice moves on, but never really had an angle to get out. Nice snipe by Cognito. Let's do a quick listen in on Lamb. If I can find their channel.
Adam. Block.
I'm going under.
Look for a boost. They'll be on
Yeah.
the left.
Right. Going right.
Go right.
I fucked the right.
Go off the window. Maybe.
Oh. I'm coming. I'm dead. That was my bad.
Nice tries. All right, bring it in, right? Don't take the
Handoff is good.
Yeah.
I'm out left.
I have no idea if you guys could hear anything I was just saying. I'm not going to repeat it. It was really smart. I was just talking about, looks like Fender's been the kind of the field marshal. He was giving a lot of comms, trying to help people, you know, calling out lanes to boost. It's Coral Dark mixed with a bunch of Navi's scripts. Fender coming in for 4th cap. I think he has all 4. Nah, 3 of them. Oops. Yeah, right now the main script that I'm using for this is Navi's Texture Packs Min, which he hasn't actually released yet, but I've been testing for him, and it's kind of a trimmed down version of Texture Packs Max. Looks a lot cleaner in my opinion. But yeah, the base texture pack is Coral Dark. It's really only being used for the balls and the walls. Oh, and the boosts. Quib gonna miss a backward snipe. So now the fourth cap of the game is now the 4 timers starting to run away with it. Yet another one. Nice juke by a Darsh. Gonna come in, but Linux right on his tail, and he's gonna have to back out, looking for a way in. I think he probably should have taken a lap there, but yeah, 3 minutes to go, down 6. Gotta start somewhere. Now, 2 tag pros for Tampa Bay. This has got to be big for them. They have a chance to grab past 3. They're going to have anti, just need 1 return, should get off regrab, they will, and this has got to be a cap. But Heinous gets caught up on the wall. And the tag pros run out. They don't get a single cap from 2 tag pros on market, and I don't mean to be too mean or harsh, but I think that sums up the first 18 or so minutes of this game, of this matchup. They needed to get 3 caps off of that, in all honesty. Maybe, I mean, 2 would have been okay, but for morale, that's a yikes. Heinous, maybe with the chance to cap, but Fender gonna grab and get out, and now he's got a chance the other way. The Indian plays the OD well enough, slows him down. They're going to have a tag pro. Heinous hits the snipe, but that gives the flag to Linux with a rolling bomb. Sitting on the boost, being patient. Gonna get his own return. Cognito unfortunately kills his boost. Oh, the Indian with a savage murder there. I think Tampa Bay needs to get a cap just for momentum's sake here. They played a lot better on Atomic than they have so far on Market. So a cap for some momentum, get back on what I'm assuming is their map. Adarsh, probably past 4, he's gonna cap. So there's maybe that momentum cap, as everybody was kind of going for pups and gonna split juke juices. Not really gonna help Tampa Bay very much. $30 seconds to go now. 5 cap deficit. You know, it could happen on Market, but I don't think it's gonna. Well, this should be a second cap, so yeah, you can take some consolation there if you're Tampa Bay. This almost was a third, but Linux able to play pretty good OD. Another 24 returns, 25 tags for Cognito, who is up to, I believe, 44 and 48 respectively. And yeah, 450 prevent, that's honestly, that just can't happen on market. Can't give up 5 minutes to prevent. It's not a winning formula. Tampa Bay gonna have to change something on offense. I wonder if we maybe will see Sass possibly coming in. And Darsh is complaining about Sphere in the group chat right now. No you, Wasa. Fuck Sphere.
Let's go have some fun.
You lost, Nameless? Ooh, the Night's Watch up 2-0. Interesting. There's the potential upset that Second Skin was predicting on Reddit. As we've launched for Game 3. Truer words, Wasa.
Three, two, one.
God, Atomic just looks so much better on stream. It just fills up so much more of the screen. AK, the grab. He's got a boost past Heinous coming in top, but the OD is pretty much set up. He's going to boost all the way back. Probably not necessary, but going to end up getting returned. He does bait Heinous off of anti, so there is that, but they're going to be reset in any case. Indian gonna grab. Not sure he was the right person to grab there. Darsh had momentum, but in any case, Darsh has the flag now, and he's juked out Linux bad. He's gonna come in and cap, and Tampa Bay take their first listen in of the series. Sorry, their first lead of the series, and while we have a listen in.
Fake him out or something. He's gonna get a grab.
He's gonna bomb. Look out. I can get him. I can get him.
Get him.
No, I can't.
Damn it.
Listen, I stole my boost. He's out top.
Don't die,
by
don't
the
die,
way.
don't die, don't die.
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
He's dead.
That's straight.
How does their anti work?
No, keep going there.
Sorry.
Fuck.
He's
Down.
out past 3.
Indian?
and
I'm right behind him.
Oh, it's a cap.
It's a cap.
They coming middle, bottom, middle, top,
One push.
top. I'm just gonna play anti.
Ooh, questionable.
Okay.
We're past.
Got him.
Nobody.
Yeah, I'm here by myself.
Definitely hearing a lot of stress, a lot of urgency in the Tampa Bay channel as they conceded 2 caps as we were listening in. Quib, not active Ante, was saying, how does their anti work? And it seems they've just not been able to find a solution. I guess that's why Quib's in. He's Sphere Country. Sphere Country. Indian gonna get returned. Still just a 1-cap game. Considering the way that they just played on market, I have to feel like this is a must-win game for Tampa Bay as Linux makes friends with a spike. Active going for the nub step instead of... Or actually, not even a nub step. What does he do? They're on the wrong sides of the map. That's why I'm fucking confused. They're on the wrong sides of the map. Oh well. Probably doesn't matter too much. In any case, Adarsh was going for the nub step instead of the pup, which was questionable. Fender with the flag, got 4 ahead of him. No anti for Tampa Bay. Adarsh now going to run back and play anti. But nobody really pressuring Fender at all, and you know what he likes to do when he doesn't have pressure. Oh, Heinous gets his own return, but unfortunately gets sent into a spike. See what the Indian can do. Oh, that makes sense, Nameless. Heinous was talking on Reddit before, though, saying that they were looking for a lineup change, so I think it maybe 6 down, half a dozen of the others. The Indian coming in, not able to get around Fender. Adarsh able to avoid the snipe by Cognito. Linux with the flag now. Gets around Heinous. He's got a chance to be past 3 if he can get past Quib, but Quib does get the return. Heinous got ahead to cover anyway. Another round of pups. Two rolling bombs and a juke juice. AK able to get the return on the juke juice. Well done by AK. Cognito able to get in return on the juke juice once again. Gotta do better with the juke juice there. It's flag carrier in my opinion. Darsh gonna use the bomb to kill himself. Both flag carriers gonna get out. That's actually a really cool synchronicity. Watch that shit back, like as a mirrored image. Both flag carriers grabbing at the same time, and then going towards their side of mid. Anyway, another round of pups. There's a tag pro for and before timers. That 2 tag pros, 3 tag pros. That is a absolute backbreaker for Tampa Bay, but a Darsh with the clutch spawn. Still plenty of time on these tag pairs though, and it's all up to Quib, and he's not going to be able to do enough. Indian not able to get around Linux. AK spawns in a good position to get the reset. Indian can't make the juke he wanted there, but the contain's pretty solid on the other end of the map. Fender gonna bomb at top. Looks like he's gonna be past 2, but the OD is pushing out for some reason. Oh, it's pups. And another tag bro for Land Before Timers. Rolling bomb and a juke juice going to Heinous and Fender respectively, and that tag pro is gonna open up plenty of space. 4-1. I still feel like this is a must-win game for Tampa Bay. Otherwise, unless they change something big time, I do not see them winning on market. So, gotta get pups, gotta get caps. Heinous swiping and missing. Can see the frustration and the way they're moving. Indian angle just not quite there, unfortunately for him, and he should have kissed, ends up spiking himself. Darsh bombing into his chaser. Heinous missing the grab. Quib gonna take it, and he's gonna get the juke with Linux going for the power-up. Heinous putting a pretty decent juke on it. Juke juice goes for a 6 split and almost had it. But not enough. And I mean, TBA managing to get tag pro, but the first thing they do with it is grab, and now they're playing anti with it, which is probably the right move, and they do get the reset, but it's out now, so not really able to use it, which they desperately needed to do. And how on earth is Heinous still alive? Not able to live through that, though. Nice snipe by Cognito. AK trying to find an angle on Heinous. He does manage to send Heinous into the boost, but Linux kind of killing him with that bomb. F. Indian putting a nice juke on AK, gonna kiss. Heinous is gonna grab past 2, but Cognito's got the boost. Fender's got the grab, and the 2 juke juices on OD. Just not really possible to beat that. Darsh doesn't use the boost the way he needed to. 30 seconds to go, 4 caps to go. This is not looking good for Tampa Bay. They have 1 to block 3 in base here. Kind of hoping each team is going to cap one more time, because the first 2 halves were both 6-2. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Then before timers might get there, last one? No, maybe not.
3, 2, 1.
This is, well, I was going to say almost certainly a cap, but Cognito did manage to get the return. Another 14 returns for Cognito and another 3.5 minutes to prevent. He had 314 in game 1, 450 in game 2, and 332 in game 3, and he's been absolutely putting on a show on defense. And Tampa Bay just have not been able to figure it out. So going into this potential final half of the season for Tampa Bay. Speaking of final things of the season, the Yankees are still losing. Quick turnaround going into this game 4. I knew I liked Iwasa. Could never quite figure out why, but go Doyers? Dodgers?
2, 1.
My dad, when he was a kid, used to sneak into Ebbets Field. Saw Jackie Robinson play. As he never forgets to tell me. Adarsh with a grab. Gonna hand off to the Indian. Let's see if Cognito can hit the snipe. Not quite, but... Hey, what's up, Manor? It's gonna be 1-0 to Tampa Bay as they take their second lead of these 4 games. And I think that, once again, it's a good time to go for a listener.
Option 5, go for that
Fuck
fucker.
off. Just go. Get
Go
out.
for it.
I'll
Fuck it.
take care of the pups.
Will you though?
No, I
He's
won't.
coming,
What if
I
I
got
don't?
juke.
He's
Don't
coming
go
in
left.
boosting directly in. That's what I'm saying.
I'm grabbing.
He's in base. They have rolling.
Nice
thing.
one.
I'm out with the
Coming in.
juke.
See,
Oh, they got rolling.
I
Stay alive.
get him.
Oh,
Stay alive. What's it?
stay on reset.
Here, you need to be chasing the other guy.
Literally.
Play
just
anti.
on the
Can we
other
kiss? Can we kiss?
side. No, we're nowhere close to quizzes. I'm not trying to go get nubbed here, Indian.
You won't if you play
SAS moved in from North American Tag Pro Mumble by the server.
The other guy.
Definitely a lot of urgency, a lot of frustration. And just like the last game, they've taken the lead and then shipped 2 caps in and around my listen in. Maybe I should stop doing that. My bad. Everybody going for pups here. And Cognito is going to be rewarded the Tag Pro, and Adarsh needs to stay alive, and instead he boosts in and kills himself. Questionable. Cognito being forced to chase, though, with the Tag Pro. Linux not able to stay alive. Quib with the solo. The wall kind of acting as the second defender, but Fender coming in, boosting off the back wall, and this is once again dangerous for Tampa Bay. Who are able to get second cap, so just 1 cap, 7 minutes. Plenty of time, no reason to panic, but from those comms I was hearing, it sounds like they're definitely panicking. They do get a pup sweep. Quib doing a pretty good job baiting Linux to allow the Indian to get an undifused grab. Doesn't really defuse his rolling bomb in the best way, though. And Fender's coming in. Boost doesn't spawn for him, but Flaccid. Now the boost is up for Cognito, but he uses it to boost into the Indian. Fender now, probably gonna kiss, he does. It's gonna leave AK past 2.5, now just past 1. Oh, but a great move on the corner, and an untimely grab, which allows Land Before Timers to double their advantage. Yeah, I mean, looking at this honestly, I don't think that the defense has been the issue for Tampa Bay. I mean, obviously they've given up 6, 6, and 5 caps in the first 3 games, and already 4 in this 4th game, but just not enough of the flag out of base for the Indian and Adarsh. And they're letting, as the Indian comes in, makes a nice move, really good block by Adarsh, and once again a 1 cap game. And another nice move by Adarsh, but AK able to get the grab. Another pup sweep for Tampa Bay. They're doing a lot better on pups this half, but getting a lot of rolling bombs and juke juices, unfortunately for them. But able to use those pups to tie up the game. I kind of looked away, my bad. So a tie game with 4 minutes to go is AK's got a grab, gonna get around Quib. Don't really think he needed to bounce off that wall, but he does and allows Quib to return him. Fender now coming in right, but the OD is swarming and he actually got around active, but Quib there. Let's see if Heinous can hit this snipe, not gonna be able to. Fender does a good job hiding behind the wall. Now finally a tag pro does come for Tampa Bay. But it's kind of playing midfield here and now has to go back to regrab. We'll be allowed to leave now, but it's just about done now. I think that's been another problem for Tampa Bay. When they do manage to get pups and tag pros, that was a beautiful snipe by Cognito. When they do manage to get the pups, they haven't been using them very well. Obviously, most notably, their double tag pro round in game 2 on market, which they were not able to get a single cap out of. Indian gets caught flat-footed and Heinous gets juked as Fender comes in to take the lead. That's that can't happen if you want to win. As they're gonna get a tag pro Tampa Bay, but also give up a cap in the process, and Linux able to get a tag pro of his own, so not a good trade. It is return for cap for both teams. Indian coming in. That boost is spawning in 3, 2, 1, but he wasn't to know that. Backwards boost by Cognito, risky, and it's return for cap for a second, but Fender not really anywhere near being returned. He is now, though, is the Indian able to get that, but active not able to get around Cognito and AK. The Indian boosting in, gonna stay alive, take this neutral boost, see what he can do with it. He's looking to go left off of the inside wall, but they read it. There's a kiss, there's another round of pups, both rolling bombs. Quib gonna defuse his, but I think if the, Heinous almost with a really good defusal of Cognito's rolling bomb, but the Indian coming in, he just messes it up. That was a really good idea. That was a really good try, but not able to make it happen. Darsh not able to get the pixel juke on Linux. And, double flaccid. Not what you need to see here is just a 2-cap lead for Land Before Timers, looking to sweep this series. And yeah, I think it is probably 3-0 time for Tampa Bay. Is another flaccid. They need this round of pups, and I think it's time for one more listen in for Land Before Time.
Oh, okay. In there.
40 seconds.
Sure.
You can do it after you get out, bro.
One in. Come left if possible. Help me block.
Okay,
Good. Come right.
Yikes.
Watch my step.
We're good.
Yes.
My bad.
Alright,
Go
left.
Clap it.
2,
No cap, no
GG,
cap.
lads.
Okay. That game was ball sack. Holy shit.
That game was ball sack. Holy shit. Nice, nice solid sweep for Land Before Timers as they look to prove why they can challenge
Sass
Proventure
entered
10.
channel.
What up, Sass?
Ginny entered channel.
So that's going to be a sweep for Land Before Timers as they win very easily, scoring 5 or more caps in all 4 games and giving up a total
Wassa entered
of
channel.
just 9 caps. And literally all of my viewers are coming into my channel right now. So I'm going to end the stream here. Congratulations to Land Before Timers and Tampa Bay Aightping. Sorry. But congratulations. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. Congratulations to Land Before Timers. Moving on to the Foci 4. I've been FEC Gaming. Thank you all for joining me.